but there's a story I'll never forget. We were rallying in Asia, and we were returning from a rally that ended up in China, and we decided we'll come down to Thailand through Burma. Anyway, I was with Brucey Garland and our navigator Harry Suzuki, and we're making our way out of China, and we'd crossed out of China, and we're in no man's land waiting to cross into Burma. And Harry, he jumped out of the car because he was attending to all this paperwork and all that at that time. And Harry disappeared into the little office there, and he came back out after a little while. He jumped in the car and he said, let's go. So we drove down the road, and we're now in Burma. And about half an hour later, we started talking about the border gate. And we, what did he have to do there? And he said he didn't do anything because the queue was long, so he just came out and jumped in the car and told us to keep going. Anyway, now we're driving in Burma, and a fleet of military vehicles chased us and pulled us up, questioned us and so on, and they discovered in the end that we didn't have our necessary paperwork that was stamped and what have you, so we're in Burma without permission. So, in short, we put this map on the bonnet, and he said this is where we are, and he told us to go to this certain place that night, that he'll meet us there. He confiscated all our passports, so we really had no option, we went to where he said, and we got there and we sort of saw the day out. Then in the evening he caught us up and he gave us a real dressing down, and he said, we're in a lot of trouble and all that sort of stuff, and it was a little bit late, so he sort of retired for the night and he was going to deal with us the next morning. So we walked back to the place we were staying at, and in the reception there I noticed there was a pile of about 6 passports that looked a lot like Australian passports. So I said to the attendant there, I said, look, I'd like to talk to the boss and thank him a lot for what he's doing for us while we're staying there, and he went to get the boss. So I jumped over the reception, and sure enough they were our passports. So we hid them, took them away with us, and we went back to our rooms. Later that night, Brucey came and got me, and he said, look, what about we shoot through? Now we got our passports. And I knew where I was going because I'd sort of looked at the map and so on. So we decided to leave at about 1 o'clock in the morning. And we're racing out of Burma. We had to try and get to the Thai crossing really quickly before we were caught up by the military. Anyway, we kept driving through the night, and then the sun came up in the morning, and we had flat tyres and broken wheel studs and all sorts of things, laughing all the way. And we'd got to the Thai border entry where the Thai press was all there to give us a bit of a reception because we were racing for a Thai sponsor, and we'd won the rally, so they were very happy, and it was for the Thai news and all that sort of stuff. So the general that had been pursuing us for the last day and a half or so caught up to me at the crossing, and he sort of walked up to the window and stuck his head in and said, "You're a very lucky man. This is a little bit further back there, you could be in a lot of trouble. I can't do anything to you where we are now." So that was a real close shave, because in Burma, as we know, you can get into all sorts of trouble without even doing anything wrong. So yeah, it could have been really bad, but like anything, you look back and it's one of those things we laugh about.